So Vincent, BP is of course well on the way to sorting out its many problems in Russia, and now we hear it's close to sorting out some of its problems in the US as well. What's the latest news?
Well, the latest news is that today as we speak, BP is in pretty advanced discussions with the Department of Justice and the Securities Exchange Commission about settling criminal claims against it in relation to the Deepwater Horizon accident in the Gulf of Mexico in 2010. So it's a significant development in that the criminal side of this accident is still one of the big uncertainties hanging over BP. If it can reach a sort of full and final settlement with the DOJ and the SEC, which is essentially with the federal authorities in the US, that would remove a significant uncertainty, I think, from the company.
And if it gets to this sort of settlement, will that be the end of the road for BP? Is that everything sorted out?
Unfortunately, it is not the end of the road, and it is not everything sorted out. It is just one more increment in the incremental process of accounting for the Deepwater Horizon accident. The really big outstanding issue for BP is not on the criminal side but on the civil side under the Clean Water Act, which is a sweeping piece of federal legislation in the US under which BP could be liable for potentially a $21 billion fine in addition to all of the other costs it has already incurred in relation to the Deepwater Horizon accident. And that still has to be decided. There's no agreement on it. There's talks are on, they're off again, and it's due to be heard in court next spring. And the longer BP goes without actually settling it or reaching a settlement with the authorities, the more likely it is to go to court with all of the uncertainties that entails.
And this is potentially a much bigger settlement than the size of the criminal settlement.
Oh, much bigger, yeah. I mean, maximum $21 billion of fines. We don't know yet what the size of the penalty will be in the criminal charges that are being settled today. I imagine it'll be in the billions of dollars, but certainly nowhere near 21 billion.
So BP, to avoid the prospect of that going to court, I guess, will be fairly keen to settle.
It is, and so, I mean, I think all of the parties involved have indicated that they would be keen to settle, and obviously they all want to do so only on the best possible terms for them. An out-of-court settlement is possible, perhaps even probable. It's certainly being encouraged by the judge in the case. But, these things take a long time, and I don't think that they're quite there yet. And, there's a lot of outstanding issues here. It was an enormous, prolonged and deadly accident. It is going to be very difficult to reach a sort of comprehensive global settlement that finally draws a line under it for BP. But that's what all of the investor base is waiting for.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot of talking to do from BP and its lawyers and those on the other side in the US. Vincent, thank you very much.